Hello, WiLLo Davis. How's it going? This video it's a bit of a rant. It's not really a reaction. It's just a rant that was inspired by this Foodie Beauty video. But I will be frequently referencing this video throughout, I think. The video is reviewing Wendy's new plentiful veggie burger. Popped up on my home screen there, lucky me. And you know I had to see it being vegan and all. And guys, I know I really don't need the green screen up for these kinds of videos, but it's just a lot easier than cleaning my room right now. So anyway, yeah, the video is reviewing Wendy's new plentiful veggie burger. And she makes it sound, from the title and the beginning of the video, she makes it sound like it's one of those veggie burgers, like they just take a bunch of vegetables and just mash them into the shape of a patty and cook it, you know, that old classic thing. And I was ready to be like, come on, it's 2020 and we're still making veggie burgers, like doing that. But I think it's more than that. I think Wendy's has developed their own like pea protein plant-based burger that doesn't just look like it's a bunch of vegetables mashed together, you know, like Beyond or Impossible, that kind of thing. I'm still not 100% on that, but I believe that's what it is. And this thing is apparently only available in Canada. I know I have some kind of American complex, but whenever Canada and the UK get vegan things first, I'm just appalled that the US didn't get it first. It feels like they get everything first, the Canada and the UK, but that's literally only because I only think about it when they get stuff first and not how much stuff that the US gets first. I acknowledge that, but I digress. It's a vegan patty, apparently. She picked one up to try it out. Where's the also she was shocked at the size of the large drink and stuff, as if she didn't order a large, as if she was ordering a large and expecting it to be not that big, which is funny to me. But anyway, the bun, it looked like shiny on top to me, like it could be a brioche or something, which would mean it has eggs, but apparently not. Apparently, I think the bun is fine. I guess it's just greasy or something, I don't know. But apparently it comes with cheese and mayo on it, so if you were ordering vegan, you would have to get those off, which is very difficult to do at a lot of fast food places. You know, you could say it as much as you want and it may just not happen. As a little side note, unrelated, it's worth mentioning the time that Foodie Boomer here decided to basically threatened to go vegan and pretended to care about animal lives. I don't forget that. But anyway, that was literally just for views and attention and fake support. People, a lot of YouTubers will pretend to be interested in going vegan just so that they get some fresh views and some support from any vegan viewers or people who are also interested in going vegan, so they could pat themselves on the back for the idea of possibly doing it someday. But yeah, total manipulation of the vegan community. But anyway, she's trying this burger. She got it, I think, with the cheese and the mayo. That was a while ago, the whole vegan. She's done now. She's just killing anything and eating anything she wants. Not giving a hoot. But anyway, her sitting here describing it and everything, it just made me think. Just really lit a fire in me. Cannot one company just friggin' make a vegan sandwich or option or whatever? They always have to go halfway. Oh, our vegetarian, our flexitarian option, our option for those who are interested in more plant-based options. Just fucking commit. Honestly, it's so much harder. And I know they purposely say this is not, like, you know, intended for vegans, but you can special order it vegan if you feel the need to. It's such a pain to say, okay, and to go and say no cheese, no mayo doesn't sound that bad, but it is, because, and this just goes for just how fast food works. We all know it, you know. They got everything as quick and cheap as possible. They don't train their employees or just hire people that are just totally not qualified or whatever. Sometimes I know there's some good people out there that are for some reason still working at fast food restaurants, even though if they're really that capable, they should be doing better. I don't mean to offend any hard workers out there in the fast food industry, but your peers are not holding up the slack, and you can order things as precisely and clearly as you want and it still won't happen right. Probably like, you know, anytime, like I can go to Taco Bell and get plenty of vegan options, but there's so many changes that have to be made, and frequently it's not done correctly, and I'm very clear in my ordering. I realize this is just a very just nasty rant and a boo-hoo to me, but I did warn you. Anytime you have to do modifications to something, it frequently goes wrong. Just very frequently, if you just try to modify an order from a fast food restaurant, it just doesn't happen. Even at like Starbucks or Dunkin' or any coffee place, frequently, if I go get the Beyond Sausage sandwich from Dunkin', once in a while, for some reason, it either has egg or cheese on it. If it has the egg patty thing that's just a solid block of egg, I don't mind just picking it up and throwing it out, because the whole thing's basically just self-contained hockey puck anyway. It's not like there's a lot of transfer going on of material. But the cheese, usually you can't just go ahead and peel that off. It's really stuck on there. So I literally have to go back, and I've had to do this before, and just be like, hey, I can't eat cheese, and I didn't order it with cheese. Can I just please get it plain? It's so annoying. And that's if I notice it before I leave. You know, plenty of times I'll order things, Taco Bell, the Burger King Impossible Whopper, which, by the way, another aside, I don't get that anymore, because apparently they were like getting sued by somebody because there's more contact with like animal fat than they originally let on in the cooking process. I'm done. Yes, you could still get it like on a that you can like have it like microwaved instead of grilled, but I tried to do that the first time I got one, and it was literally inedible. I can't drift too far off. I have to stay on the subject. So Dunkin', Burger King, Taco Bell, order the stuff, get back home or whatever, realize, oh, it's just completely wrong, and I can't eat this now. Terribly annoying. It would be so much easier if they just committed to an option. Yes, I realize for Wendy's to have, if they decided to add vegan mayo and cheese, it would have to be a whole nother series of like testing and whatever, and analyzing and figuring out profit margins and whatever. But I feel as though it'd be worth it. Or have the standard not include those things, which I realize they probably wouldn't do, because they want the standard offering to be like, you know, complete and good. And if it was very plain, people wouldn't like it. So but I still think even if they wanted to add some vegan mayo and cheese for specifically one thing, I feel as though it'd be worth it, because they're missing out on an audience or market that just is so done with trying to get these things properly prepared, and it just never happens. I find myself just not going to these places a lot, because I'm just not in the mood at that time to try and like just, you know, so hard to make sure everything goes so right. And I'd rather just go to a place where I can easily get vegan stuff and not have to like special order. Another aside rant. It's not as bad at Chipotle, but at Moe's, trying to order like a bowl or a burrito or something, I'll be like, let me get the rice, let me get the beans, let me get the tofu. And then they grab, but without saying anything, grab a handful of cheese and hold it over my bowl or burrito, waiting to see if I want it or not. And if as long as I'm quick enough and say no cheese, then they'll pull it back before dumping it on. But still, like, hold it over, and little like flecks of the cheese fall onto it. It's so annoying. Just the other day, I went to Dunkin', ordered an iced matcha latte with almond milk, and as I was ordering it at the the register, and the person was like putting it in. I saw like the guy over to the side who was actually making the drinks like heard it and started making it. So I was telling the cashier with the latte with almond milk, and I saw the guy like already starting to make it, and I was like, an almond milk, to no response at all. And both people just seemed just very unaware of anything for some reason. For some reason, it was just got a vibe like they were just pretending to work at Dunkin', which is not true that they're actual employees, but like they literally seemed like people who were just kind of just given no instruction or something. And I know this is an entirely different issue than what I previously started with, but anyway, I got the drink. I gave it a taste, was unsure about it, and just immediately threw the thing out. I couldn't be bothered. But my point is this: the reason for me making this rant, and this is to the fast food companies and everything. And it's not just because this is something I want, so you should do it. I'm seeing a potential here, a missed market, and that's that you should just commit to an item that's actually fully vegan, and you don't have to do any special ordering and have them just mess it up to get it. There should be an option that you can order very simply and just get it the way intended for vegans. Because right now I find myself thinking, oh, I could go get whatever, but then stopping and just realizing it's not worth it. It's not worth the trouble, the worry of trying to figure out if they did it right or not. And like the freaking like Impossible Whopper, like it was cool, it was convenient or whatever. I'm not getting it anymore because of all that whole weird stuff. But to be real, it's not that friggin' good. The amount you spend on two of them, just the sandwiches, you could go buy actual Impossible Burger meat from the store if you have a place nearby that can carry it. Otherwise, Beyond Meat's also great. And all the supplies to make burgers, and you could make your own friggin' burgers. It would be significantly better. You know, these options aren't that great anyway, so I find myself just being like, I'll just do it myself. It's not worth the worry. You know, the reason why people go to these places is the convenience of it all. And it stops being convenient when everything is wrong so frequently and I end up just like not being able to eat the food or whatever. You're missing out. And I'm not saying like take a huge chance, risk it all on one of these things. I understand small bets is the way these businesses go, you know, test things out, try things out. Just, you know, do the minimal here to release a product that you don't have to special order to make it vegan. That's all I'm saying, is that there's an untapped market of vegans and people who are more interested in plant-based options that also just want convenience for once. That's it, my little Asantes. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. See you next time. WiLLo Davis out.